It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then.
There's Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
And here's Ruiz. And here's Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Yamal.
Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. We expected better, and so did he. And that is as far as they're going to go. Upamecano, aim forwards. Olise looking for a runner. Pedro Porro, gently done. Fabian Ruiz. Dembele. And now the breakaway. He's found a way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Moved on forwards. Olise. And it's Kunde. Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Pedro Porro getting this one clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Grimaldo cuts it out. Rabiot. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Out to the left it goes. Grimaldo has it out wide and in space. And it's Pedri. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Cleared away. Hernandez. And here's Doué. Hernandez. Lenormand tries to clear. Ball's gone out of play. Olise. Oh, shooting chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Fabian Ruiz. What a throw in. Caresses it through. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Rabiot. Rabiot. Pedri. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Saliba. Upamecano. Saliba. Upamecano. Forwards and with intent. Keeper's got good distance on that. He can run onto that. Now it's Mbappe. Serves up a cross. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Martinez. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. Hernandez attempts a clearance. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a chance for Spain to break. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. France, it's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Koundé. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's got his range wrong there. Fabian Ruiz. Spain just doing what they're good at. Possession-based football. It's lovely.
Nice to watch, yeah. It's all about passing in little intricate triangles, trying to force a few of their opponents out of position and then exploit the space.
It's a throw-in. Camavinga. Rabiot. And it's Doué. That's been slipped through. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Good ball, good take. Doué! Goal, France! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pedri. France making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz stood his ground strongly. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Williams' cross. And that has been knocked clear. And it's Pedri. And here's Perez. And that has been clubbed away. Perez played out towards the right wing. And he's there to get it away. Yep, it's a corner. Up he goes! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an
It's mbappe!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Short changes him with that pass. It's a loose ball. He can get that clear. Throw in. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Zubimendi gets good distance on it. The Normand. Zubimendi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Over to the left. That is a little undercooked. Upamecano. And it's Doué. Dembele. Hernandez. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Now it's Perez. Now it's Yamal. The Normand. Pedri. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Grimaldo looking to hit the byline here. That is a brilliant interception. And that was very necessary. Martinez. Fabian Ruiz. Cross from Fabian Ruiz. Koundé gets it away. Pedri. And here's Perez. And it's Grimaldo. Williams. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Back when it goes. Yamal. Yamal! And he hits the net. Spain are all square.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Ball driven towards the far post. Cleared away. Olise! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Camavinga. Fabian Ruiz. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Fabian Ruiz. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Pedri shifted upfield. Grimaldo, gently done. Nico Williams looking to get on the end of this. Doué. Camavinga. Doué. Saliba. Hernandez chasing after it, and it's Hernandez. And here's Doué, and here's Mbappe. He's having a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Fabian Ruiz. Koundé. Rabiot. Olise. Spread out to the left. Yamal wins the duel this time. Dembele. Camavinga. Oh, that's neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now, what about this cross? Doué. And here's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pedri. Grimaldo forwards and with intent. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Pedri aim forwards. A chance to play it in. And here's Perez. Perez has been caught there, it's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's gone for it! Oh, super goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was beautiful. Something close to genius. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, it's Dembele. There are a few waiting for it. Lovely bit of skill. Here comes another cross. He's cut it out. Pedri. Great ball if he can get there. And here's Yamal in with the challenge. Hernandez. Saliba. Camavinga. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Pedro Porro cuts out the pass. Grimaldo. And it's been played through. He's got away. And it's hoisted clear. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Now it's Perez. It's Perez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Martinez clears it away. Rabiot. Camavinga into the channel. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Pedri. Nico Williams. And it's played forward. Upamecano. Camavinga. Doué. Hernandez picks it up now. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Fabian Ruiz is there and he can get that clear. Decent chance! Grimaldo gets it clear. Hernandez. And it's Hernandez. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Yamal, crossing. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Doué. Saliba. Perez. Now it's Williams. Saliba. That's really well manoeuvred. Olise. Koundé. Grimaldo. Pedri, gently done. Mbappe. Oh, that's well done, really robust. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Koundé. Doué. Camavinga, aim forwards. And it's 2-A. That looks a cracking... mbappe! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
They've played it short. Camavinga. Rabiot. Fabian Ruiz. And here's mbappe! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Pedro Porro has found the net here, of course. Martinez. Zubimendi shifted upfield. Saliba. And here's Perez. Nico Williams. Oh, sweet feet. Yamal, and he's gone backward here. Dembele played out to the left flank. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. There's the header! It's in!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Martinez. Lenormand. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Lenormand. Olise. Mbappe. Oh, that's a nice ball. Martinez with the clearance. And it's been taken short. Messi. And here's 2-A. And here's Mbappe. Martinez with a fine tackle. And here's Alvarez. And he's heaved it away. Might be... Martinez attempts a clearance. Showing good feet. Olise, and that's aimed into the middle. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Perez. Thinks one through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Perez shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Upamecano chooses to go cross-field. Dembele. Oh, great run, magical! Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Olise. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Williams. And he has been fouled there.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Hernandez getting this one clear. And it's played forward. And that'll be the final action of the first half. France are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're just settling back into this second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Camavinga. And the finish! Zubimendi. Pedri. Grimaldo. Doué. Hernandez. Dembele. Hernandez. Oh, this is a great position. Moved on forwards. Zubimendi. Pedri. Nico Williams. Lenormand. Nico Williams. Lenormand. Nico Williams looks to get on the end of this. Rabiot. Doué. Pedri. Yamal. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Olise. Rabiot. Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Spain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Camavinga. Mbappe. Hernandez. Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro, forwards and with intent. Great defending, strong and determined. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Saliba. Hernandez. Doué on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Grimaldo has created 1 goal already. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Nico Williams. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Pedro Porro. Mbappe. Camavinga. Hernandez. Danger here. Dembele. Dembele. Yamal with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Rabiot. This might go for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half. Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pedri. Lenormand. That's really well manoeuvred. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Played into space. Can he deliver? Doué. Rabiot. Camavinga. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fabian Ruiz.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Camavinga. Searching pass he's played there. Perez. Nice looking ball. Williams. He's had a shot! Cleared without complication. Zubimendi shifted upfield. That has found him in acres of space. Fabian Ruiz. And it's hoisted clear. Rabiot. Upamecano. Camavinga. And it's played forward. Ooh, can he get onto this? Pedro Porro moved on forwards. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Zubimendi. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Out to the left it goes. And it's Pedri. Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nico Williams. Pedri forwards and with intent. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's another throw. Williams. Cleared away. In once more. It is a corner. Pedro Porro with the short one. Very nicely done. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba. Doué. Koundé. Upamecano. Saliba. Fabian Ruiz chips it through, and they can counter here. Doué. Elise. Upamecano, and he goes cross-field. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, nice touch. Hangs in a cross. That's an excellent interception. Nico Williams. Pedri. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Martinez. Aim forwards. Saliba. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Elise. Koundé. Takes aim and crosses. Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. Back in once more. It carries far too far and out of play. Grimaldo. The normal looks to the other side. Oh, Red, nice interception. Rabiot. Koundé. Doué. Camavinga. And it's Koundé. Koundé carries the ball down the right. That's tidy. Zubimendi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pedri. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Dembele. And it's Pedri. Proves too strong. Upamecano. Doué. Camavinga, gently done. And it's played forward. Dembele. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And he's managed to get free. Pedro Porro. Danger averted for now. Saliba. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal. Zubimendi. And it's Grimaldo. Perez. And here's Nico Williams. Hernandez. Camavinga. Aim forwards. That's a little off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Zubimendi. Lenormand forwards and with intent. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Saliba. Koundé. Elise. Arte. That is lovely. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Shapes to shoot! He's got it all! Oh, looking to break it. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Mbappe really has pulled off a difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Yamal. And here's Perez. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Martinez. That's really well manoeuvred. Fabian Ruiz. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Camavinga. Koundé. Olise. Doué. Olise. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Fabian Ruiz played over towards the opposite flank. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Martinez shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. It's run loose here. Doué. Upamecano. Doué. Zubimendi wins the duel this time. Rabiot. Doué. Camavinga. Zubimendi spreads it out wide. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Morata. Calmly anticipates. Camavinga. Upamecano. And it's played forward. Now it's Mbappe. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Picks it up out wide. Yamal. And it's played in here. Upamecano gets it away. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Zubimendi. Rabiot. Koundé. It's a good run down the right. Olise. Koundé in acres of space out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Saliba, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rabiot. Koundé, well, played right into his path. Olise. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's heaved it away. So here comes the substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Koundé. Koundé's cross. And he's there to clear it. And they've got a throw. Rabiot. And here's Barcola. Aimed into... Oh, great header! He should have put that one away.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro hurtling down that right flank. They've won a corner. Tries to get it clear. And it's Zaragoza. Pedri. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Zaragoza. Purring through the gears. Oh, that's nice. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Yamal. And he shoots! It's there! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Spain give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Upamecano into the last 5 minutes. France moments now away from seeing this one out. Upamecano. Camavinga. Rabiot. Camavinga. Rabiot. Upamecano. Saliba. Doué. Saliba. Aim forwards. Hernandez. Now he's off and running. Fabian Ruiz. Zaragoza. Now it's Zaragoza. Looking here to chip it through. Cleared without complication. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Zubimendi. And here's Ruiz. Zubimendi. Pedro Porro puts them all in. That's well blocked and back out it comes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, it's Dembele.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Delivered in. Spain with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Spain.
Really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Koundé. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Two minutes to be added on. Grimaldo forwards and with intent. There won't be another chance after this one. And here's Morata. It's Morata! Decent hit and on target. Pedro Porro concedes a free kick for that. Grimaldo. Now it's Morata. And it's Grimaldo. Zaragoza. Succumbs to the pressure. Koundé. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra